Hello, everyone. I'm Zelda Kelly, and I'm here again, once again, seeing crime. And you know what? If you're seeing it, I'm seeing it. If I'm seeing it, you're seeing it. And I'll tell you what, I have to give you a trigger warning on this, only because if it makes you as angry as it makes me, oh wow. So forgive the snarkiness up front, and please know that I am not a lawyer. I am not law enforcement. I am not a medical professional. I am a professional card reader, and this is my opinion, and it's based on entertainment only, and it's here for you, my darlings, to form your own opinion, and that's what it's all about. I watched Turtleboy yesterday evening. Today is October 9th, and talking about the beautiful penmanship letter that he crafted to these messors, and I'm just going to say messers, from the DA's office. There's a little bit of dirt that's coming out. We're here. And you know what? Mr. Mark Bederow, attorney Mark Bederow, has the shovel, and he is digging it up. Now today, I want you to know that I was, and most of you saw me, I was in attorney Melanie Little's wonderful live, and she explained these documents that came out, and I'm so grateful to her. I'm going to link the video in my description and maybe even at the end here. So if you missed that, and if you want to really know what's going on, please check that out, because she has a marvelous way of explaining it for all of us who are not the legal beagle eagles. With that being said, please do me a favor, subscribe, like, hit that thumbs up, smash it, because we got more coming out, and believe me, this is getting good. Today we are talking about these letters with some bad actors. We have a DA, or an ADA from the DA's office, Ken Mello. I'm just going to call him Mellow Yellow. Remember that? They call me Mellow Yellow. Well, because he has all but sort of kind of disappeared from this case. Maybe. I don't know. Where is he? Who should be facing some serious, I'm going to say, I can't judge, but I'm going to just question it and say, should he be facing something serious regarding all of this? We're talking about a woman who is a self-imposed witness, so to speak, a former employee associate of Turtleboy Aiden Carney. Her name is Kathrine Peters, or Kate, as they call her. And another Miskatani, I believe it is Miskatani, I think it is what it is. I don't focus on the names of these people because I don't want them embedding into my energy, but I know we have to. Today we're going to be reading and seeing what's going on with these letters. And I have some friends here that you are familiar with as well. We have the Kipper deck that we're going to be laying out the foundation, a vintage tarot. We have the mythic tarot, which really is gravitating toward the energy of the Karen Reed case. We have the Piotnik deck, which is an oracle, 36 cards, written in 6 different languages. Those are always really good. And then we have our friend, the Cartomancy, or the playing card deck, which is a fire deck, and you can see it's well worn. So we've got a well-rounded part of this reading that's getting ready to happen. But before I get started, Aiden Kearney's birthday, I believe, is the 26th of December. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That makes him a Capricorn. Now look, don't anybody get upset, because Aiden is not the devil. He is far from it. In fact, I have very good friends that are Capricorns, and I have my son who was born Christmas Day who is a Capricorn as well. So I don't want to go there, and we're not. The one thing about this card, and I'm going to explain it. You see how these people they're looking a little chilly. But do you see how these people seem to be chained to this box that this entity is sitting on? Now, first of all, this really isn't a devil. This is a Baphomet. And the Baphomet is kind of like, he's got the back end of a pan, right? Mythic type thing. Part of this, the reason it's a Baphomet, and this card does not scare me, but the reason it's like this is because you see these people that are chained. Sometimes a Capricorn, and I'm saying that conservatively, will get fixated on something that they're not going to let go. Does that sound like someone that we know and love? Almost an obsession. Capricorns are those who are loyal and doers of right. They are champions. And one of the readings not long ago, I said the reason that things are happening with Karen Reed and Turtleboy, they are champions. They are paving the way. We're going to see if that comes out. So here we are. With this card, the one thing I like about Capricorns, and I'm saying this because I want to set the center stage for you to understand the personality with Mr. Aiden, Mr. Turtleboy, Dr. Turtleboy, Daddy Turtleboy, whatever nickname, bless him. Because one thing about Capricorns that I know is they hate liars. They hate corruption. They hate people who can do and will do harm against someone just because they can. That sounds pretty familiar in these cases. And you know, if the mainstream media would have done their job, they would have uncovered maybe a lot of this a long time ago. But Aiden has divine inspiration over him and everyone else, including Attorney Mark, including Attorney Melanie, because when you get involved in this sort of thing and you are a champion of justice and right, you call in the good. And that's what we're doing. And yeah, I have my green little gloves on today in honor of Turtleboy. All right, so we're going to put this to the side, and if this card shows up in the reading, we're going to really pay attention to what the cards are around it. Okay, enough. Here we are. We're going to get started. First thing we're going to do is lay out the foundation. We're going to put the Hand of Fate to the side, the cards to the side. We're going to lay out a foundation here of the Kipper deck. Now, I'm going to pick a card because sometimes people will send me a message and say, "Oh, Zelda, you staged those cards." Okay, I don't know. I'm not a magician, so that would be pretty hard for me. All right, here we go. Angels, guides, and spirits. We're asking for information, and this card came out. Let's see what it is. High honor. Oh, yeah. We're going to put this down here for the moment. We're going to pick out 4 of these for right now. We're going to lay the foundation. Oh, and this one stuck to my finger right here. And we're going to take him. House number 20. Let's straighten these up a bit. Here we go. Somebody told me the other day, if things go bad, I can always get a job as a dealer in Vegas. I love you guys so much. All right, here we are. Number 3, occupation. Yes, the truth is coming out. Now, we're going to see. Here we are. 4th card. Family room. You know, that keeps coming out in the house on 34 Fairview Road. We know that there's information about this. We also know that Jennifer McCabe is involved with some of these cases. Why? Because, well, they just hate the fact that Hayden is so close to the truth. Here we are, my darlings. High honors, house, occupation, and family room. And look at that, 34. Could that be 34 Fairview? Possibly, because I think probably Aiden has come to the truth of Karen Reed closer than anyone. High honors. He certainly will get high honors for this. He continues, and I think the tide of the battle is now turning. You see, this is a battle. And yes, it is. There are many people that are standing behind him. And legally now, we're going to see this battle start turning. The house, I'm going to let this be because I don't want to read into it, because we really are not reading about 34 Fairview Road, even though this comes out, and I believe that it is confirming to us that if it weren't for Aiden, we would never know about corruption, in my opinion, allegedly, with any of the McAlberts, allegedly, supposedly, at that house. The family room keeps coming up. You all know what that means. Let's keep going. Now, I'm going to put out the vintage tarot first. We're going to see where this takes us. The letters, this is so important because it is proof that they are trying to intimidate, hide the Queen of Pentacles. That's good. That's wonderful. The Two of, and I know that looks intimidating, but it's not. The Two of Swords. My darlings, this is the Temperance card. It is also the card for Sagittarius. Officer John O'Keefe is a Sagittarius, and it goes down right on 34. I'm not even going to say it, right? And the Four of Swords. I like this card too. Putting these to the side. Now, I didn't talk about this occupation. You see this woman, she is here working hard. Now, this can be male-female energy. It's because of the occupation, and these pictures are really based on an oracle deck from Germany a long time ago it's very beautiful. I have that deck, but I'm not going to take the time to pull that out. I want you to see this occupation. It's talking about Aiden's occupation of what he does. Journalism at its best, at its finest. What it used to be in the old days. Digging down deep. This Queen of Pentacles, this is a healing in his financial house. And I'm going to tell you something. Between Mr. Aiden and Miss Karen, I feel that they are going to own a pretty big piece of real estate there in Massachusetts when this is all said and done. This is an indication that, you see, she's looking at this pentacle. Most people call them coins, and I like to say a coin. But she's looking at this not because she is proud in a bad way, but she is admiring what she has done in order to earn that. That means something. You see, she's got a veil of green, which is this, she's shrouded in money because there is growth around her. You see this? But her red cloak or dress, you can say, is passion, is power. And you see the growth here. She's got a little acorn top on her little crown. Isn't that cute? But she's a good guy. She's also an earth, very earthy. This Two of Swords. Time for me to get my little pointer out. I think you can see it from here, but I'm going to just point it out to you. Do you see this little white dot above the blindfold? That means that things are coming to light using a gut instinct, and also your third eye opening, meaning there's more to come. They're going to see. They're going to recognize the unrecognizable. This water behind this person, male or female energy, this water behind this person, all water in the tarot comes from the robe of the high priestess, which is truth, justice. I almost said the American way, but that's it. It's the way of humanity, should be. This moon up here basically tells us that it's temporary. It may feel like it's night right now, but pretty soon the sun is coming up. And the reason this person is sitting here upright on this bench is because I'll tell you, if you just close your eyes sometime and sit for a few minutes, you can feel energy that's around you. Even if you have an animal across the room, you can feel when they come close to you or when people are close to you. Intuition, gut instinct, is leading Attorney Mark and Turtleboy into this depth where they never, ever thought they would see through discovery. The reason they have these swords, they're double-edged, and a double-edged sword can cut both ways. It can heal and it can tear down. And believe me, they're going to be tearing down this injustice that's been happening. Again, this is a sign for Sagittarius. I don't know if there's any other Sagittarius in here, but that's fine. You see the red wings of this angel, who, by the way, is enlightened. She's enlightened with truth. This is a power card. And also the sign, and this particular card is once again very loyal. You see this water here. She's got 1 foot in, 1 foot on the ground. There are pairs here, twos. Balance is the name of the game. This back here is, some people just, from just looking at it may think it's a sun, but you see, this is the crowning glory. This is the ultimate, and the path there. So this is telling me there's a little way to go yet. There's more to come out, my friends. There's a little way to go. But I'm going to point this out as well. You see this triangle here on what's like a breastplate, rather, on this angel's robe. That is an indication that balance is always needed in these situations. Spiritual, material, physical, mental, whatever the case is needed, there's a balance in all things that is required. And if you want to go a little deeper, this means that there needs to be a balance between the conscious and the subconscious mind, which means I believe that Turtleboy is tapped in with his gut instinct and with his third eye opening, and he's going to be finding more. Just wait. Oh, this is going to get good. For those of you who get upset easily over these cases, yeah, it's upsetting when we see this amount of, in my opinion, corruption. Now, that's just me saying that. We have to take rest because we know the truth always prevails. You have to remember that. This is the Four of Swords, and people say, now, Zelda, I only see 3. That's because he has laid down one sword. He has made his peace. He's laying on the sword. He's in a prayer position. He's in a meditation position. But the one little thing I'm going to point out about this, you see right up here, PAX, and this stained glass or this mosaic, whatever you want to call it, there's a bridge. There's someone here on their knees in front of, I'm going to say probably Mother Mary, something like that. But the PAX is Latin for peace. 3 swords are hanging on the wall, basically saying, oh, we're not going to forget it. We're just taking a rest. This is peace for right now. We have peace because we know what's coming. And so should you. Very beautiful card. All right, now, my darlings, here we go. The Mythic Tarot. This is always a good one. The cards have a lot of energy that I'm feeling today. We're going to see what's up. We're laying the foundation. This is what we're doing. The Eight of Wands. Oh, I'm loving it. The Ace of Swords. Absolutely. The Judgment card. Above the 34. Okay. Okay. And the Six of Wands. My darlings, what did I tell you? That Karen and Turtleboy are champions? This was the card, the Six of Wands, that came out in the previous reading. Only in that particular card, the gentleman is riding a horse and he's got a wreath over his head. He's sitting there proudly. It's a white horse. The people are excited, just like they are here. These are going to the side. Eight of Wands. We're going to see some things happening very quickly at this point. Once again, we see the water. The truth is coming out. It is sailing. The truth now. Turtleboy, Attorney Bederow, and even Mr. Bradel they're sailing through this. And they're getting good escorts now from a divine presence going forward. It's going to come quickly, my darlings. Just wait, because I'm going to tell you something. I know many people will say, well, people just need to drop this. Yes, they do. But evil does not give up. Have you read the back of the book? Evil doesn't give up until the final moment, and then they don't give up. And when they see what is facing, they'll just take down anybody that they can with them. Because they don't care. You know why? Misery loves company. The Ace of Swords. This is a timing card. It also has to do with anything with swords. Element is the air element. The birds of the air are the spirit animal of the sword suit. You see that? She's ready. She's ready for a fight. She's telling everybody, bring it. And this is the energy of Turtleboy and Attorney Mark and Attorney Bradel. They're basically saying, okay, Katie. Okay, Miss Katani. Okay, Mellow Yellow. We've got the goods. See what we just want to see what you say now. Judgment card. Now, you all know this from the reading that I did that just kind of gave me the creeps and how this looked like the waterfall or the bulkhead. The waterfall is here. You see that? Waterfall bar, maybe. But how this looked like the bulkhead, that picture of the basement of 34 Fairview, the Judgment card. But what does this mean? Well, first of all, this is the staff of Hermes and the Caduceus. There is healing, but you see there's also power with this red cloak. This is basically a wake-up call. And I believe now that a lot of naysayers on the Karen Reed case, and even in some of the other cases, Turtleboy has covered some others. Judgment. It's not judgment on Turtleboy or Attorney Mark or Attorney Bradel. It is judgment on the situation that I believe, once again, that the tide of the battle is turning, and we see that this is a wake-up card. This is the wake-up energy. The Six of Wands, victorious, champion of the people, making sure that the truth is unveiled. And I've got to say this, nobody's doing this because of, well, they want to be popular on social media or anything else. They're doing this because even when good men don't stand up and fight for what's right, it still is evil. That's what they're doing. They're standing up for what is right. And look at this. Every time I see this, I want to sing that song. We are the champions, my friend. That's right. All right, so now let's dip, okay, dip in, pardon me, to the Piotnik deck. Here we are. A baby. My darlings, there's no baby. What this means is a new beginning. There's a fresh start, and it's coming. It's right around the corner. What's happening? Fortune, absolutely. It's going to be fortune. It's going to be just a mass fortune of what is about to happen. Unexpected joy, and that is for Turtleboy. He is going to be receiving some kudos, and you watch and see. Anger, absolutely. And I think when all this is over, you're going to see the anger come out from a lot of people. Right now, that needs to be and has to be suppressed because, well, during these things, you still got to act right? You can't let your emotion overturn you or overtake you because that can mess up your case. Let's see what else is going on with these cards. Let's do a second row. All right, my darlings. This is kind of a hard one to interpret, and I'll tell you why. There's a lot of energy in this reading. There's Karen Reed. There's the Turtleboy stuff. There's other stuff now starting to mix in, like feelings and energies from these people. I'm just going to say that this is Kathrine Peters. This is Miss Gattani, and this is another female. I'm not so sure who that is. Oh, yes, I do know who that is. That is Jennifer McCabe. My bad. How did I miss that? The fixer. The organized woman behind the men. This 7 of clubs, laying in this position, in this row with this beautiful Queen of Pentacles, is lifelong security. And that is exactly what I feel is going to happen for Aiden. I believe that there's going to be such a mess come out that they're not going to have a choice. They will carry this on for some time, but they're not going to have a choice because now all of this is being brought up to light. And when these things start going to boards, I don't know what they call the attorney board, the governing board there in Massachusetts, but I do know that in the state of Tennessee, in the great volunteer state of Tennessee, it's the Board of Professional Responsibility. It may be the same thing too, or the Bar Association. Oh, you can believe that there are some ears now that are perking up. It's very evident, the truth that is coming out. How do we know that? Well, because of this success card. The 10 of Hearts is a success card. Not only is it success, it means that it's basically a start over. There's a fresh start. There's a new beginning. There's a success in bringing all of this to light. And of course, with this 3 of Hearts, with this baby card as well, another fresh start. I know there's going to be more things coming out. The number 5 is extremely prevalent for Turtleboy, so I don't know what that means. I don't know where that's going, and I don't know. If there is a settlement, I'm sure it's not going to be disclosed, and we're not going to ask him. But I do know that he deserves it. This card is Jennifer McCabe. This card basically says, there is nothing but suspicion. There is letters. Isn't that funny how that comes out? There are letters around her. There are other things around her that is happening. Two more of the foundation cards. A message of concern. Oh, yes, we see that now. And that is this message from today that Miss Kathrine Peters, KP, we'll leave it at that. I mean, oh, look at that. I think that's going to happen, and it may even happen before the 29th. Between the 14th and the 29th of this month is going to be really significant, and I think we're going to be laughing in a good way, because it's not going to be Turtleboy. It's going to be a chuckle because finally the system is going to work in the favor of justice. There we are. Now, one person we haven't talked about in here is Detective Lieutenant Tully. Now, why do they give these people these names? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me back in the old days when they used to have these MLM meetings, and they would give you these little business cards that were the real cheap ones that they'd print out, and they would write your name on them, and then they would put Executive Director of Marketing, or give you a big title when you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Can't tie your shoe, but you're the executive director. Check yourself. Oh, yeah, Missy. Oh, yeah, Missy. Now she doesn't want to hear it. Too bad. So sad. Next card's out. Here we are, my darlings. We are on a roll. Next card out. House of Zelda. We're going to see what they're telling us today. Wealth and abundance. That is coming to Turtleboy. You see, there's a lot of money here, and I think he deserves it. He is getting, and also from Karen Reed, help from the cosmic unknown. That's help from the heavens. One more of House of Zelda. There's definitely going to be a loss for Miss KP. Can't say it any other way. My darlings, this is a very positive and hopeful reading. I'm going to say this. There's more coming. The number 5 sticks out for Turtleboy. I don't know what that is. Only he may know. And a lot of things haven't happened yet. We have more coming. There's more coming. But this chick it really does indicate that she's going to land behind bars. Not because she doesn't deserve it. Not because she's falsely accused. And I'm going to tell you, this is looking really bad on Jennifer McCabe. Because why? Maybe colluding with witnesses that she shouldn't be. That is attorney Mark Bederow. And there is fear against him. From who? Well, these bad actors, of course, fear him, tremble. Because I'm going to tell you, he is another one, a champion of truth. There's fear around him. But this card is the 10 of Diamonds. And in these legal matters, it's looked upon as a business. Don't worry, it's just business. It's a protocol. That's all it is. But he's doing the right thing. And these people, as far as Turtleboy and Karen, they have sacrificed enough, don't we think? Look at Turtleboy. falsely imprisoned. I'm just going to say that. I can because it's my opinion. You're welcome to yours. They're going to be looking for other ways. I'm going to tell you something right now, my darlings. You're going to see, based on the cards that I have, you're going to see a mad scramble. Yes, that is the Nine of Hearts. That is the yes card. And on that very high note, I'm going to leave you there. These people are going down, in my opinion. They're going to be going down to the courthouse and they're going to have to answer for what they've done. But remember, there's more coming. Support Turtleboy. Support Attorney Mark. Support Attorney Melanie. Support them all. Because without them, we wouldn't know the truth. It's what it is, my darlings. Do me a favor, please, again, and subscribe. Hit the like button. Don't forget, we have this wonderful, exciting 7,000 subscriber giveaway that I'm giving away 2 Kipper decks and a reading. And if you want to order a reading, I'll leave it in the link in the description. And on Patreon, I'm talking about things over there that we just don't even dare talk about here. In the meantime, my darlings, thank you so much for being here. I do believe that this is very heavily connected with the Karen Reed case, and we're going to be hearing more. Don't worry, Turtleboy is safe, and so is Attorney Mark. And we will see what's coming. But in the meantime, just know that justice is coming, my darlings. Thanks for watching.